Here's a question I had, and I was talking to Nash about it. Is the fucking pillow just falls?
Conspiracy theories?
No. We can that'll be a whole nother episode. Because we were talking about the campaigns and like what like Halos we think is the best campaign, like best story and everything. But I brought up like, okay, not only the best campaign, what story had like a great story and the best music?
Oh, in Halo 1, I was
about to say that.
The story was so raw and
Yes,
good,
Chris.
and then the music was so good. I can't get over it. Like, a lot of people differ. They say, oh, it's Halo 2. I think Halo 1.
Halo 1's got a
guys
feel
think?
that the other Halos don't have.
Yeah.
I even argued like I threw like Halo 1. I also threw ODST in there.
Is that
I'm
what
like,
you think?
I was like ODST is like, because if I'm looking at different like levels, like Halo 1, the story is unmatched. The music is fantastic. That's what starts it all. But then when you look at like, I love ODST just because it's like it's not like hype music
It's
like
sad.
Reach. Well, yeah, but it's not like hype music like Reach. Like I love Reach's music. Don't get me wrong.
I did like
That one's sad
I
too.
do agree with you there.
Yeah, but it's like half of Reach is either like really really hype music like Winter Contingency, or it's like there's no real there's no theme here.
Oh.
But Halo ODST, same with Halo 1, it's like they have a theme, and like you said, Halo ODST is just very, very sad. But still, it works, and I just really like that.
Works.
I'm trying to think of a ranking. I'd put Halo 1 first.
Yeah.
Easily. For the second one, I do like Halo Reach's storyline. I thought it was interesting. I thought it was unique.
I love the idea that the character you made is actually
Yes.
Noble Sith. I love
Yes.
that.
It had some really cool aspects. I think that the deaths of the noble, like I thought
They
that
all
was very
hit.
sad.
They hit.
Yeah, that was all very sad. Like, yeah. It's
I just love when Kat gets shot and you just see
Walking.
Noble One just pull out the pistol, just shooting up the other. Like, what is that gonna do?
and then there's me. I take like 30,000 of those shots to the face, and I don't die like that. Cat was just a bitch.
Kat was a cunt.
Yes, she was.
She can't drive. Oh.
Nope.
No.
She crashed a warthog at the beginning of it.
It's a whole different
At least their
podcast.
stereotypes are in check. At least they kept the stereotypes in check.
You know, that's why Reach is number 2.
I don't know, because Halo 3's was good, and it was fantastic, really good music too. But I just never got the same feeling I did with Halo 1.
This is just my opinion on it, is like,
Yeah, what do you think?
I think Halo, for my opinion, I'm a little off the wall, but I love Halo 1, obviously, but if I'm talking about, like,
Halo
just...
5?
No. But I would probably put, like, not story-wise, I think story-wise, I think most people can agree Halo 1 is probably the best.
Yeah.
But, like, if I'm just doing, like, if I'm putting more stock in the music aspect, because
Right.
I'm a big fan of music, is, like, I would put ODST
You think it would be
for 1, then I would put Halo 1 as number 2, and then... I don't know. It'd either be 3 or Reach for the third. Because here's the thing. Maybe this is just me being a bad Halo fan. I don't really remember the music in 3 as much. Whereas like if you put on any Reach song, especially like Winter Contingency or any other song,
Yeah.
I know, or Sword Base Oni, I immediately know the song and I can tell you like the mission and where Reach is, like where it was at in Reach. Like I know right off the bat. ODST, I think most songs I know, and Halo 1 is like every time one of the songs come on, like I think all of us can attest right off the bat where it's at. But Halo 2 and Halo 3, I remember the stories like the back of my anus, but I don't really What? Alright. Okay, so I remember Halo 2 and 3 stories like the back of my hand. Is that better for you, Nash?
Yeah.
But I don't really remember the music at all. And like Halo 4 and 5, like their stories are so fucking forgettable.
Yeah.
Like I don't think it's even close with those. The only
Infinite doesn't even have a story, so we don't have to worry about that one.
I never even played that one, so I can't really say.
Yeah,
too
neither
much
have
on it.
I.
Or does it, Nash? Does it have a story? Does it?
It has one. It doesn't make any sense. It's a bunch of shit they threw at the wall, actually, and that's the funny thing about the 343 games is every single one of them they fucked up and tried to restart, and they fucked it up all 3 times. So I think at that point,
How do you
it's time
fuck up
to-
3 times?
Bungie
dude?
literally gave them the perfect out. Like
Yeah,
you
that's the
mentioned,
funny thing. They
Nash.
still have an out.
Like-
If they want to go the non-canon route and they can actually get this shit right, which they probably can't, but
They
if they
can't.
wanted to, Halo 3 gives them the ultimate ending. There's an easy restart there.
Yeah.
I just want to wait. I
She
want
just
to wait.
had a nightmare.
I want them to wait to use it until they actually know what the fuck they're doing. But I think
So we're gonna be waiting a while.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say it's already been 12 years and they still haven't figured that out. So I don't see it getting any better, especially with the modern climate. So
What would you say, Nash? About like the games and the music. Where would you rank those?
Yeah, like
I
top
don't
3.
remember
Like top
the
three.
soundtracks. I mean, I remember the soundtracks. Like, I remember plenty of songs. I just don't remember specifically where they are, so I can't even really particularly rank them. I know 3, like, ODSTs, yeah, like, I kind of remember that one because it's
the
a little
jazz
different.
music, yeah.
I love the ODSTs. Feels fucking incredible. That's a game I wish.
That atmosphere in that game. That's why I think I'd rank it 1. Like the atmosphere is so good. Like that feeling of helplessness that you're there. Like that's so good.
I would love another game like that from them. Except again, I know I can't trust them to make it decent. So that's why I wouldn't ask them to bring it back.
I thought it was so cool. You got a different aspect because now you're an ODST Oracle Drop Shock.
You're not overpowered.
Yes.
You're really alone.
Yeah, you really are alone. You only have your squad and your squad.
Pod, yeah.
I love that opening where like it's like
Back
you just
in your
kick
pod.
you just kick it open and you just land and literally
Wrong franchise.
You're not Chief. You don't have all this armor and it's dark. It's dingy. There's just like a slight thing of music and there's nobody.
There's
It's
monkeys
so good.
everywhere.
It was
Yeah, there are. Yeah.
Yeah, it was different. It was awesome. So cool. And I'm not even a big campaign guy. I thought that.
I'm big in the can. That's the one thing I've been arguing about.
Yeah, that's
'cause
my thing.
You know like you guys all know I'm a COD guy. Like
I think you guys know my answer. I'm a little biased.
Yes, you are.
Infinite is my.
yeah.
Well, yeah.
Shmito's top rankings: Halo 5, Infinite.
No, that's fucking sick. It's Infinite at the top.
Oh yeah,
then
I'm
Halo
sorry,
5.
Infinite then Halo 5,
no!
and everything else is shit.
Yeah, everything else is garbage.
I was gonna say Halo 2 because I just tortured my lasso intestines with just alright, just as Mike would like to say for some reason, dick in the asso.
Oh yeah, I completely forgot about that. You know the one thing about Halo
I do
2?
love Halo 2 though.
The one thing I love about Halo 2 is they actually have,
The Arbiter.
well, not the Arbiter, but they actually have, like...
I thought he was dead.
Well, they actually have a band in there. Like, they have Breaking Benjamin, Blow Me
Which
Away.
was awesome.
That's
dude.
a fantastic song.
And
That-
then the Chief Collection tosses it. Well, it doesn't toss it.
doesn't
The
toss
original
it.
still
They-
has it, but the newer version they didn't bother.
It's
Yeah,
some
they-
other random song.
they
And
couldn't
it's not a bad
copyright,
song.
couldn't license it. That's
Yeah,
a
they
fucking
couldn't,
disease.
which was so stupid.
But-
yeah, that
just
was
pay the
whole thing.
money.
But it's funny because if you go to that exact scene where Blow Me Away starts and you're in the new game, you don't hear it. But if you swap to the old
Yeah, if you
screen,
swap- yep,
it's
yep.
there.
Yep.
That's a good.
Yeah.
So what was so hard about it?
Yeah, I mean, I always loved the old graphics,
So
but even
fucking
if I liked the newer, I would have swapped back. That whole thing, dude. When I first played Halo 2, I remember getting goosebumps hearing that when I walked in that
Yeah.
room. You see everyone's fighting; they're so focused on fighting each other, and you're coming in, and it's like that song plays, dude. So beautiful.
Well, it's funny because my ex's brother is a big, like, he is big into a lot of the music I am. So it's funny when because I have a CD collection and I was like, all right, well, let me see the kind of music he has, because I always slept in his room because he moved out. So I'd always sleep in his room, but he left all of his shit. That's why, like, Nash, I would send you the photos of like the Jimmy Johnson stuff, all the die cut, because you were like, oh, she's not getting over with me with
Yeah, all
all
these
on.
privileged Northerners.
Yeah, but it was funny when I would go and I would look at his music, and I remember looking, I was like, oh, all this music is really nice, and I pulled out because he had the Halo 2 soundtrack.
Yeah.
I pulled it out, and I was just going through it, and I completely forgot Breaking Benjamin was on there. And I saw it, I'm like, oh my god, this is making me feel like a kid again. Like, I want to listen to Blow Me Away. Like, it was fantastic.
Yeah, it's such a good.
I don't think they've ever, even like any other game I played, like, can you guys think of a video game that's recreated a moment like that? Like you just, like Grandson said, you walk in this room and they're fighting for their fucking life, and you're just like, oh, I'm just gonna, don't mind me.
I just go back to Infinite, where it's like they spent all that time on a simulation mission for you to do fake fighting, essentially, against the Covenant, but they couldn't think to do something where it's like, your home base that's just sitting there on this planet that's been invaded by these fucking, these, not necessarily even the Covenant at this
These
point,
vermin.
whatever the fuck
The-
they
the-
call
the
themselves. The
banished.
Banished. And it's just like all these, like, it's just all these banished all over the fucking place. Nobody thinks to attack your home base.
Oh no, not
you
the
save all
Frieza
these,
Force.
Not the Frieza.
Not the banished.
you save all these soldiers. None of them are of any use. Like, it's just
They're just sitting
They're
in
just-
in the base that you somehow
Yeah.
recaptured.
Nobody,
they're just,
like,
they're fine. Don't worry. They'll be okay there.
yeah. It's
I'm trying to think.
the vibe. I've never. No, I don't think I've ever seen vibes like that in more recent games. I don't. Talk about a vibe that that Halo 1, the introduction of the Flood is like the greatest. I mean, what a fucking introduction.
Oh my god, when he's in the control
That's a
room.
vibe.
The one thing that actually just popped in my mind, because you're talking about like a memory that Granson said, where you just wake up and everyone's fighting for their life. And I will, again, still to this day, I'll argue Black Ops 1 is the best Call of Duty and Modern Warfare 2 is the second. I will always argue that.
Yeah.
Fight me. But Modern Warfare...
You hear that? That's a challenge, audience. You hear that?
Damn right. And not Halo, Modern Warfare 2, and if you... Obviously, I think everyone has played Modern Warfare 2. The original Modern Warfare 2, not this new shit, but the Modern Warfare 2, the original one, when your helicopter gets shot down over DC, and you wake up like
Ramirez, yeah.
Well,
Ramirez.
Well, I don't think he's yelling Ramirez at this point. Like,
No, he does. He's like Ramirez, last mag, make it count.
Oh yeah, because that's
cool.
because you wake up and you're trapped in this helicopter. You can't. You only have like 3 feet of movement. Your whole squad is surrounded, and the guy comes up, gives you a gun. He's like, "Take this, stay down." Gets fucking popped in the head, and you look. It's like there's 3 people and you, and you're surrounded by like 20, and you're all just fighting. I'm like that. That to me, I was like, that was
near the White House, right?
Yeah.
That mission, yeah.
Because that whole mission is like you get, but that's what I'm saying. Like the moment like that, because after the missiles hit and the EMP hits, you're just walking around this empty street and there's all this destruction and everything, and like similar to OST, you're just alone and you don't know where everyone is. I'm like, that moment is really nice. Like that hits different to me too. Yeah. But besides that, I'm trying to think of another game that does that, or another moment that does that. I don't know. But that's just my opinion. Mm-hmm. I
feel like maybe Tears of War might have a... Well,
I mean, you guys would know over Tears of War, because I never played that.
It has... I mean, I can think of the Dom moment, but that's sad. That's not epic. That's just sad.
I mean...
It just makes you cry.
I would have to actually, think.
Never thought it'd end like this, huh, Maria? Huh, Maria?
Yeah, I don't know if that in itself would be like an epic...
It's just sad.
Well, that's a cutscene, too.
Well, no, right before they make you fight everyone.
Well, towards the end of 2, like, when you get to Hoffman and he's like, I guess we are the support. Like, that part of it, I think that one's got that.
We're going to sink Jacinto. Not if we sink it first.
So fucking pointless.
But yeah, I remember with Halo 1... I think every Halo has like one mission that just like steals the show.
Yeah.
I think Halo 2 it's Gravemind, I want to say.
Oh yeah.
Halo 3 I think it's the Covenant.
Covenant,
I think Halo 1 I think it's 2 Betrayals. And I remember like
your buddy, your pal?
Yeah, because you go back and like you see the Covenant fighting the Flood for the first time, and it's like, whoa. Yeah. And then you see like the Monitor, the Sentinels are fighting everything. So I thought that was really cool.
They're just getting clapped.
The music was really cool. It was like dark, it was snowy. That was such a good mission. But yeah, there's always something like that.
I used to tell Shmio a couple of years ago, and I don't remember exactly how long ago it was, but I said, we were talking about Halo, I naturally I compared it to wrestling. I was like, you have the match that's going to sell you, and then you have the match that's going to steal the show, and I would say, comparing it to Halo, the Covenant sold the game, and the Flood stole the game whenever they were in those first 3 titles.
It's a fantastic comparison.
That really,
sense.
Like, the Flood are too one-dimensional to sell the entire game on, but when they came in, it was fucking on.
Yes.
You know what really sucks too, because like in Halo 3 with the mission Cortana, which I think we all can say is probably one of the worst missions.
Potential.
But if you take out all the scenes of the Gravemind talking and you just have that mission, I think that mission is probably one of the best. But Gravemind fucking ruins it.
Yeah, I hate that. The whole dispute, and then Cortana starts saying some bullshit.
She starts crying.
I am not. There's like bro, this bitch started having like a mental breakdown.
Gravemind's like trying to put
out of my head.
Tentacles inside of that AI or something.
It's like some teenage girl that's like going through some childhood trauma or something.
Yeah,
it's like, dude, just clear cut, just go save her. Like,
just go. Literally, you take out every scene with Cortana and Gravemind, you just have that mission of him going to get Cortana and get out. It's probably one of the best missions in the game. But all those scenes make it probably the worst.
Well, even if you just leave the scenes in, if they just let you fucking walk, that's an extra point
right
there.
That's all it is. Just let you walk normal.
Yeah, just let me walk.
Play it as a little hologram.
Even if you disable my like running, like at least let me walk.
That's the one thing I don't know if they do it in Halo 4, but I know they do it in Halo 5. That's the one thing I'll give that campaign-wise, because if you have like a flashback or Cortana's talking to you or someone's calling you, it's a little window in the top of your screen. They're still talking to you and you can still move like normal. You're not like, oh god, Gravemind's talking to me, now I gotta walk like a fucking snail. Like, no. It's so stupid.
Yeah, I don't think they quite got right in Halo 3, just that part of it with like... Because like Cortana's not even in your head, so...
It makes no sense.
It shouldn't
Like,
be
How's she
there.
doing that?
Yeah, and again, they just wanted
The
to make it...
fragments are there. The fragments.
They just wanted to make it so like you remember her, and they wanted to build up the suspense, but it was just a terrible execution. They could have done it so many better ways.
Is Chief the original, like, what do they call him in Japan, like, NEET or something like that? That man was fiending over an AI. Is that even real?
No, the AI was fiending over him
Have
until
it appropriate-
343 took over.
Have it appropriate, like to make it appropriate. Just put it in the cutscenes of like
Literally.
something happening.
Yeah.
You know, maybe him having a flashback or something. So
If
much better.
he only had the one in, like, the first mission, I think that'd be fine.
Yeah,
but the thing is, it's throughout the whole fucking
and then you
campaign.
get the Gravemind too. I thought that was stupid.
The Gravemind is so
The
fucking
Gravemind
stupid.
made even less sense, because
Yeah.
they shouldn't have
It's
any...
like,
His
dude,
AI
like, 'cause we had the-
DNA's in his head.
We had the flood for like 2 games before that. Why did that never happen? You know, it just seems stupid.
Yeah.
They kind of added in Halo 3, but
Sucks there wasn't really a way to do like a Gravemind fight of some sort. Like, it just wasn't really feasible for a campaign like that.
I feel like, well, going back to like
Would've been cool
with
to see
Halo
that.
1 with
Yeah.
2 betrayals, like that, I feel like that moment was recreated in Halo 2 with the Arbiter,
yes,
and like
Yeah.
I feel like they somehow managed to even hit it like the same, if not better, like just because like he's realizing like, damn, I just clapped billions of humans just to like clap ourselves, like, and like he's actually trying to talk to this giant ape, like listen, like my G, like we're gonna die, and he's like, no, you're like he was really trying to convince him
The
in
monkeys
his last
will
moments.
survive.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
Like,
I
he's
just
trying to
remember,
save him.
I just remember the scene in Halo 2 is like, what is that? That's another Halo. Johnson's like, what?
Oh yeah, oh yeah, Johnson with
My
that
cigar, Chief!
Yeah, well, yeah, with that 75-year-old cigar that's never gone down. The same fucking one. It's probably got mold on it and shit.
Yeah,
and he's still
there's
smoking.
flood
it's got the
DNA
cheese
on
touch
it.
from
That's
that.
probably what killed him in Halo 3. It wasn't even the shot. It was just that fucking mold. Finally,
It got
Finally caught up to his dumbass.
you know, this thing's starting to smell.
Johnson, you're supposed to puff a cigar. Nah.
I breathed that shit in.
Which makes no sense because the whole thing is like cherry red, which means he's technically smoking it the whole time, but it never goes down. I smoke cigars. I know for a fact he's puffing the cigar. It just doesn't go down.
This was 2007. They were focused on actual quality. Some of the smaller details got left out.
Nah. They could have fixed it in the remaster.
They could have. Well, they haven't remastered it yet. You never know.
Halo 1
Yeah, that,
and Halo 2.
I love that meme I sent you guys where it's like the Invincible, where like the guy's talking to his son, like, think, Mark, think. And then instead it's like Johnson to like Master Chief when he's like laying on the rock.
Oh, yeah.
Why do you always jump? Think, Chief, think. Like, oh, like that, literally, like,
And then Johnson got fucking clapped.
he got a little back massage. It was too hard.
Do you think Chief and Johnson ever did the Carl Weathers Arnold thing? Like, you son of a bitch. And like,
they should have.
I don't
They
know.
probably got sued for something. They could have.
What if the Arbiter and
They
the
did
Chief
that in Mortal Kombat with Jackson Briggs and Johnny Cage. They did the...
I thought he got shit on.
One more Arbiter. What if the Arbiter and the Chief did it?
that would make sense too, honestly, if they did.
Arbiter and Chief ended up with having great chemistry.
They really did.
Which they really shouldn't.
That could have been, that could have been like really like iffy, and they made that shit work really well.
Well, again, they actually had
They made Arbiter
standards and
babyface.
shit to make games better. And then Halo 4, like, I don't even know what they did there. They just introduced these new enemies, and then Cortana's touching you for some
Arbiter's
reason.
not
What the-
even there.
Arbiter's not in it. Like,
He's just gone. It's like what the?
Oh wait, but he's back. Oh, but now he's gone again.
Yeah, he's there in 5, but he's
yeah, no. Then we'll say then Halo 5, and it's like the only memorable thing about Halo 5 is Buck's in it. That's it.
Remember when they tried to make Master Chief heal with that guy? Like,
Yeah,
I'm
they were
ordering
trying
you
to-
surrender
with-
that AI.
Well, it wasn't even that. They
Stop
weren't.
disrespecting Master Chief.
No, they weren't even trying to make him a heel. It was just they were trying to like. I don't know.
What the fuck was the
I don't
point of that
understand
scene?
what is
Like,
their,
what?
what is 343's obsession with everybody shitting on Master Chief? I don't really
Except
get it.
Lasky. like,
Oh, but
wait,
the-
Like, think about it from a branding perspective. Like, this is your guy. Like, this is the guy that has
That's your
carried this
top-
fucking console.
that's your Hulk Hogan.
What-
like,
yeah, like essentially, like, what are we doing? Why are we shitting on him constantly?
That was what I loved about, like, because I never understood that in Halo 4. I'm like, why is Lasky the only one who doesn't shit on Chief? And then we watched forward.
Yeah, we watched-
forward
Oh,
on to
yeah,
Dawn, and I'm like, well, that if they actually put that much effort to show like this is why Lasky has respect for Chief, I'm like, look at that.
Fucking all that over Windows 98.
So I want to explain that now because that was so fucking funny. We were watching Forward Onto Dawn. It's an hour-long special.
Grandson, you ever watched
It's on
that?
YouTube.
Watch what?
Forward Onto Dawn.
No, I never watched it.
You need to watch that. It's not.
It's like the best Halo
One of my
media,
exes did, and she
like,
recommended it, but I was like,
It's so good.
I'd rather play the game.
Well, the thing is, it's not only is that it's good. We were making so many memes about it because for some reason, all of these recruits have like classified files, and we kept fucking around like, oh yeah, look, they're hacking in there.
The hacker guy, yeah.
And then we started dick-eating like, well, how'd you hack in there? Oh yeah, they were only running Windows 97, so we were. And then what did you say, Nash? You were like, oh, who knew the Covenant was on Windows 95?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I was like, I didn't know the Covenant was so behind that they're trying to get Windows 98 now. they're killing all these people just so they can get the hacks for fucking an outdated system.
And then when the Covenant was breaking in and it was killing all the people, it was like, who stole those fucking files?
Who was it?
And then when that one guy comes up trying to make a scene, he's like, oh, you stole the files. He fucking clapped him. And then Lasky's girl dies, and the one guy who actually we were joking about who stole the files is there too.
Yeah, he
and
survived.
He
survived.
I was waiting for Lasky to be like, it was all you. Start beating the fuck out of him.
That man actually survived.
He was like, yeah, I'm running that Windows 2000 Professional Edition. Oh, Windows 98, Windows 95 is nothing.
If that Halo movie could have been finished, remember that they had footage on YouTube of years ago?
Yeah, I remember that.
It was just like 8 minutes, but it was fucking good.
There's so many like Halo things like
at the time.
Remember the Reach and ODST trailers? They could make movies out of that shit. Like that's
Halo 5's trailer could have. They made sure to fuck that up. That was unbelievable.
Well, there's so much. This is what I realized. Like, it's like something that I noticed. Like, there was so much Halo like shows, movies, and everything that I've never even heard of. Like, I never heard of Forward Onto Dawn until you guys brought it up. And then when you guys left, the first thing I see is, oh, Halo: The Fall of Reach is like a 2-hour movie. I'm like, when the fuck was this released?
I think I remember that.
Is that the animated one, like Legends?
I didn't watch it. I don't know. But it's like I'm seeing all this stuff on YouTube. I'm like, why is none of this talked about? Like, especially Forward Onto Dawn, which is actually good compared to like most things, like the Halo show and everything, which is fucking ass. It's like, well, why?
And there's somehow a second season of that.
They always, well, we know why. But
we know why.
Different
but
story.
That's a side point.
There's always this like. I always feel this need to like, hey, we have to expand into the other media markets. Like,
no, you don't.
It's like, no, you don't. This is not like that's
Expand.
not what anybody was asking for.
Fix what's broken right now. Make that shit.
Just
good.
tell your story through the fucking games, and I will play them if they're decent. Like that's really the
like talking here. Like I know I brought up Call of Duty too before. It's like I'm not sitting here saying, oh, I want a movie about Captain Price and Task Force 141 because it'll probably be shit. It's like they play it out in the games. And it makes sense. No, literally. They play out Halo. Well, I don't think it matters now because the games suck no matter what. But it's just, well, at least the stories do. And it's like, well, what's the point?
The moment when Commander Shepard, or what was his name? Whatever the fuck his title is, like when he betrays you in Ghost, like that shit. I don't think a movie could have that shit hitting as hard as when, like you're literally fucking dying and he saves you, and then this motherfucker that's one last loose end. Like, what? I just did all that.
That hit me because I was like,
that shit hit hard.
How old were we when Modern Warfare 2 came out?
I was 11.
So yeah, I was teenagers. No, I was like 10 or 11 too, and I remember playing that for the first time. And
you didn't hear that, audience. You didn't hear that.
The game's been out for the game's been out for like 20 years. If you've never played this and had the emotional damage of building a relationship with Ghost just to have this man clapped in front of you, you don't know. But I just remember exactly that.
That is the Oracle.
Because you're going through this whole mission, you're doing everything done, and you're like, oh my god, Shepard's actually here to save you, and he just fucking shoots you. He shoots you and Ghost.
And then he burns you.
Well, I would just point out Ghost's dumbass too. Roach gets shot in the face, and Ghost, instead of going after Shepard, just goes, no! Bang! Gets clapped too. I'm like, you shoot him! I don't.
Well, he did pull out his gun. He just didn't, like, it was an assault rifle versus a revolver. He didn't have the time to.
And then the dickie at the end, where Price is yelling, "Don't trust Shepard." It's like, well, we know that. We're dead.
You pay him and then he loses.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that last mission was honestly like they could have low key ended it when you die as cockroach, because like that was just like the next mission wasn't like bad, but
Well, you
just
had to kill Shepard at the end.
yeah, fate.
And then Modern Warfare 3 is fucking awful. Don't at me.
You hear that, audience? You hear that?
Who actually sits down and says they like Modern Warfare 3?
No Russian.
That was Modern Warfare 2.
I know.
That's the thing. No one remembers it because it's fucking awful. The
They
multiplayer is watered down MW2. The spec ups suck compared to MW2, and the story is bullshit.
That wasn't sending a message. This is sending a message. Like, wow, my meat. Oh, that is the Oracle. Just throws it like it's a trash can.
Yeah, it throws like a fucking recyclable
So it is.
piece of shit. It's like this piece of plastic's the fucking alright, whatever.
So it is.
You know, I'm more grown than this thing. Alright.
Yeah, the Arbor, even after realizing the truth, still has more respect for that thing. And this man's like, I'm the prophet of truth's escort.
What a great mission, by the way.
Indeed.
Here's a question that me and Nash were talking about.
Remember, he's pounding his chest. He's pounding his chest.
Yeah, dude, it's like literally just fired away, bro. Just to do some kind of thing. That fight took us like a whole hour.
Well, no, we did it like we did like when we were doing Monopolized. We actually beat that in like our second or first try. Like
Yeah, it was.
and like whenever he pounds his chest, that's how you know like you have his health like down a third or half. So like Granson and I would just yell at each other like whenever
He's pounding
like,
his chest.
he's pounding his chest.
That was one of the missions we had a beautiful run on. It was like we probably couldn't shave much time.
I don't
off
even
what
think we didn't even do the Johnson glitch like or no we did.
Yep, we did.
And like he
It's still
like
yeah.
even with like the 3 Johnsons like it just the
It was
3
absolutely
Johnsons
hilarious,
like
by the way.
This is a question like probably one of the last things like to wrap up on is I wanted to ask you, grandson, because I know me and Nash were talking about because we talked about like obviously like I think we all know like the Halos that are like great multiplayer wise stuff like that, but I was telling Nash I'm like what do you think the worst multiplayer is for Halo, and I brought up Halo 2 and Nash brought up Reach, and I'm like I don't know which one I would consider
from
the
like
worst.
the OGs, like not including 343.
I mean,
Well, that's what I'm wondering.
Are
Like,
we-
I don't know what the.
Are we like
you-
separating
Yeah,
them?
so are we talking about as like when we say
Bungie.
multiplayer?
I would say we say Halo 1 through Halo 4.
Yeah, so
Because I don't really think
That's fair.
Because
That's
like
fair.
I've told Shmeo before, 5 is just Call of Duty in
that's a little.
space.
That's a little.
Like, I'd
less
throw
kick mod.
Infinite below all of them
Are we-
from what I played. So
yeah, are
I
we
don't know,
talking about
those
like
are the little
quality,
less
or are we
kick
talking
mods.
about like fun? Like how are we?
I'm talking
rating
like gameplay.
Just as a whole.
gameplay. Just
Because I
straight
think
up
I think
gameplay.
any Halo,
community,
even if you play it, is
gameplay.
fun.
Yeah,
because
I mean-
especially when you're with the guys, like
Right.
you can make anything. How many times have we been playing Halo 2 and we've done some dumb shit and like
Well,
we end up laughing about it? Like,
I think you could look at it as a whole though, because Halo 3's custom games are still unmatched.
that community.
So
yeah,
that's what
literally.
I look at it as a whole if I'm ranking
Yeah.
that. But yeah, mostly matchmaking.
Because what I say like is like Halo 1 is fun, multiplayer is fun, but
It's objectively broken.
in quality it's
As to
so
the
terrible.
awful, yeah.
So that's why I say
As
like if
an
we're talking
element.
about fun or if we're talking about quality, Halo 1's absolutely the worst. The spawns are so terrible. The infinite grenades, almost like infinite grenades, is terrible.
Yeah.
But it's still fun.
You die so quick, you just throw your
Yeah.
grenades and you die. You respawn, throw more.
They're nukes.
But
They're
Halo
not
2,
grenades. They're
Halo
nukes.
2 has so many issues and like there's so many bugs and
Sort of
stuff. People like
polished.
BXR and stuff like that. It's really annoying.
Because
Weapon camping is really bad.
I
That
think
it
The,
is.
the
I
remember you
think
told
with-
me, yeah, because like that's when. Oh yeah, in Halo 2, like Granson was telling me, the guns don't spawn until someone like.
If I'm holding the sniper rifle, whether it has 0 bullets or doesn't matter, as long as I'm holding it, it will not spawn on the map until I die
didn't even know that.
or drop it.
Yeah.
It is so annoying.
That's why the energy sword never
That's why it never
like,
spawns.
yeah, because like someone always has it and it's
I guess
infinite
some
ammo.
5-year-old.
Yep.
It's like I don't want to drop this.
It's a good weapon.
I want to find ammo for it.
Yep, and it's like unless it's literally someone falls off the map or they
Yeah.
literally leave it there so long it despawns, which is almost impossible.
Yeah. This is just me because like I feel like Reach, like as we're talking about like as a whole, like objectively Reach is so stupid
Reach.
that even though you either are the one shitting on kids or you're being shit on, there's no in between with Reach. I still have so much fun because so much random shit can
I
happen
like
in Reach.
Halo Reach. I was actually very good at Halo Reach.
Yeah. Well, Halo Reach, well, at least maybe that's just my experience. But like, it's either like I'm very good with it or I'm very bad. There's no in between. Halo 2, like you're saying, it's just so broken, has so many issues. I've never once said, "Hey guys, I want to play Halo 2 multiplayer." I'm always like, I'll play 1, I'll play 3. Hell, I'll play 4. I actually really like Halo 4's multiplayer.
I never
Yeah,
liked
I've
it.
kind of grown into
I
it.
was very competitive in Halo 4 too. At
Yeah.
one point.
I remember that, yeah.
I was very competitive.
Well, that's what I always tell Shmiya whenever we're talking about like playing a Halo for fun. I'm like, we'll put it on Halo 3 or 4 because I know I'm going to get at least 10 to 15 kills. And Halo 4 especially because I know if I get the Sol, then that other team's done. Like that other team should just despawn at this point. But that was the other thing I wanted to point out. I was like, whenever we used to play the old Halos, I remember Nash would always get mad, be like, "No, he would team kill me to take the Sol." Like you dickhead.
I didn't mention that earlier, by the way. The worst thing they got rid of, the fucking Saw.
Yeah.
My favorite weapon, arguably, in the history of Halo, and that covers a lot of fucking ground, considering how bad 343 fucked this whole thing up.
Which weapon? What were you saying?
The
The
Saw.
Saw.
The Saw.
That was my favorite gun.
The Saw is a gun
I
that
just
you
fucking
don't-
loved it.
Because you got like through like ordnance, right? Or,
Yeah, but I just meant even in the campaign, like just in
Oh, yeah,
general.
yeah,
I just
yeah.
love because I love machine guns like that. Halo had machine guns, but it didn't have like just a heavy ass fucking machine
It
gun
was
like
called
that.
that.
It didn't have like a Tommy gun or something like that, like
Yeah,
in the
like-
old war games. Like that gun is like out of all the guns they took out, replaced, or like changed and everything. I know we talked about it. Nash was like, that was the one gun that worked. Like that was the one gun 343 put in that worked. And then they were like, you know what? Let's take that out. Like why?
No.
No
So
one
like
was asking
going
you to take that
into
out.
so it's like going into Infinite. It's like okay, so you took out the Mantis, you took out the
Took out all the
fucking
good things you
sticky
put.
bomb, you took out the Sol. The best things you put into your games are the things you took out for this. Like I don't understand. And the Warthog sound still. I think Halo 4. That's like the one thing they really got right was fucking turning the Warthog into like a half a monster truck.
I remember playing that, but playing Halo 4, and Nash was always being like, oh, but the beautiful sound of that Warthog.
They did. I thought that was beautiful. Naturally, they just fucking changed it right after.
Lasso?
I mean, if you,
No.
I mean, you're going home soon. We could just all get on Halo 1. No,
That does sound fun.
we all are off tomorrow.
There's some action
Oh, I'm
bu-
not off tomorrow. I
Oh,
should
that
be.
sucks for you.
Yeah, it does.
Is tomorrow a holiday or something?
Yeah, it's President's Day.
Oh, yeah. That's,
No, I could have. Well, no, maybe I wouldn't have been. I don't know. Because I took off
Ah,
Saturday.
just take off. You can come play.
I could.
We could just play. We could just all play Halo 1.
Here's the thing. I'm already fucking tired, so I'm gonna be useless if we go on Halo 1. That's the problem.
It's Halo 1. Who cares? We're all probably either going to be useless. You guys have any closing remarks or anything on the quality or the game or anything that is Halo?
As much as I love
One
the
more.
remasters, they fucked up the mood on some of the levels because they can't.
Agreed.
They,
100% agreed.
They watered down the lighting to where it
Oh,
wasn't
yeah.
as like on
It's
the,
too bright.
like on
Especially in
Guilty
Halo
Spark
2,
on
like,
Halo
what the
1.
Yes.
Introducing the flood, they killed the vibe with.
Well,
that.
yeah, because there's not much detail on the ground. Like if you look at like they got a lot of stuff was different. Like I remember there was like one room where like there's like goop dripping from the ceiling and
Yeah.
stuff, and just little stuff like that.
Yeah.
Even like I remember the
the
shields and
flood
stuff in the original Xbox edition. Like you had like streaks running through the shields. You didn't have that for a while
Yeah.
in the MCC version. I think they eventually added it, but little stuff like that. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, the lighting and stuff was off, and it's like, yeah, it left that eerie vibe out of it, but...
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a bad call. I wouldn't have done that. And I think that was on purpose. Unfortunately, I wouldn't have done that.
I
I
can't.
scare the kids.
I
Yeah,
can't
we
wait.
were fucking kids. That's the thing. We were
I
like
was so
8 years old, playing like trying to get through flood levels was like a nightmare.
Yeah, it
I
was.
can't wait till the day we talk about horror games because I will rant on horror games now. Shit
Rainbow
they are
Six
nowadays.
Vegas?
Well, not the horror game. I'm
Well,
talking
not
about
that
horror
one. That's
games.
a scary game
Not
for a
that
different
one.
reason.
Not that horror game.
I think talking about Rainbow Six Vegas will be the last thing that I mentioned on that is like I think some of my favorite memories on that is legitimately getting jump scared. Like I'm like, all right, Nash, I'm gonna flank left here, and I open a door, and I just see a face, and I just hear a blast, and my character flies back, and you just, and I think you guys know when I get jump scared because I'm always like, oh shit, or something happened, but then I will get jump scared, and I'll just go, oh Jesus, or oh God, and I'm like, yep, that one got me, that one fucking got me.
I think my favorite is when the guy just goes on a killing streak. It's just like you just see Spaz 12 next to one of our names, and then they got him, and then another one.
Oh, he got
double
him.
kill,
Oh, he's dead.
triple kill, mission fail. Oh.
I love the one when I forget. I think it was either Nash or it was Shmio, and like I die by Spaz 12, and I just hear, "Don't worry, I'll get him." 3 seconds later, Spaz 12. I'm like, "Yeah, you got him all right."
I think my favorite of all time too is when I I threw a grenade and it didn't go off where I wanted, and it got me, and then another grenade went off, and it said that you betrayed Nash.
And that gave you a strike.
No, that gave you a strike. It's you betrayed Nash.
I thought you betrayed him. Oh, no, yeah.
No, it said, well, you didn't even throw a grenade, and it said you betrayed him.
Oh, yeah. That was funny as shit. Because I'm just running. It was on the restaurant level. I'm already downstairs, and it just says, "Oh, Schneider has betrayed Nash," and I'm like, "How? I'm downstairs."
No, that was on Kill House.
It was on Kill House. Yeah. Any final remarks from you, Shmuel? On
one more arbiter.
You want another game?
Whatever the modders are doing, I think 343 just needs to do that, but they'll never do it.
I mean, that's a whole other topic of just like listening to your community.
If we all just get PCs, well, Grandson has one.
I have a PC too. I just need a new graphics.
We should honestly just like do what these modders are doing and play all that shit.
As soon as I can find like a legitimate place and way to get a PC set up, I am buying a PC just for things outside of that, but definitely for Halo mods and shit. Like I think it's about that time.
I don't know why it just reminded me. Well, what's wrong with the PC? Well, Nash, it'd be easier to tell you what's not wrong with the PC. I mean, I don't have any closing remarks. I think I said everything. This is probably because this is going a lot. This would probably be like a 2-parter or something like that, which would be nice. But
yeah, I can have a.
Well, you and him can do that together. That'll be a family project, and I'll watch.
Family project.
why are you watching that?
Oh, they're not doing anything. They're just talking about something.
No, are you sure about that? I don't know about these.
No, you're
two.
not going to catch me laughing.
We could insert some clips.
All right.
We're not trying to get
that.
banned.
I'm gonna end this. Goodbye, everyone. Good night.
Goodbye.
Get the fuck out!
Get out.
Goodbye, everyone.